A young TikTok influencer struck an 81-year-old war hero in the parking area near the memorial, unaware that 40 motorcyclists were observing the scene from indoors. The troublemaker was recording the whole incident for his audience when he smacked Chuck Norris across the cheek. Chuck, a decorated Vietnam veteran with a Purple Heart, simply wanted to use the spot. He had politely requested that 3 youths vacate the disabled parking space where he held a valid permit. At that point, the aggressor hit him. "Stay out of it, you old-timer," the youth yelled while capturing footage. "This is going to rack up huge numbers on TikTok." His companions chuckled and recorded from various positions. "He likely brags to folks about serving in combat, but probably just handled paperwork," the one called Tyler remarked. Chuck felt intense discomfort. "Just back off, kid." "What's the issue, Pops?" he mocked. "Afraid of someone younger?" What these fools overlooked was that 40 riders from a bike group were holding their regular gathering in the rear space. They witnessed the entire event through the glass. Tank, the group's leader, rose to his feet. "Fellows, we've got an issue here." The aggressor then booted Chuck's hearing device across the asphalt. "What's the matter, Pops?" "Hard of hearing now?" Chuck's palms trembled and bled from the tumble. "Please, I only wanted—" "No one gives a damn about your wants, geezer." The youth lifted his arm to strike Chuck once more. Right then, the 40 riders rose together seamlessly. They didn't charge out. They marched in organized ranks, their footsteps producing a steady beat that drew attention from everyone nearby. Tank's tone boomed through the quiet like a storm. "You've just sealed your fate, kid." Tyler at last realized he was encircled by 40 furious riders. His filming buddies halted their recordings and retreated toward their vehicle. "Hey, relax," Tyler stammered anxiously. "It was only a joke for TikTok." "A joke?" snarled Hammer, a huge rider with limbs like massive branches. "You attacked a decorated soldier?" Chuck lifted his arm feebly. "Please, avoid any fighting. I don't seek conflict." But the riders no longer heeded Chuck, their attention fixed on Tyler like predators spotting prey. "Erase the recording," Tank ordered. "Absolutely not," Tyler objected. "This is my material." "You fossils don't get online trends," Snake drew out his device. "Tyler Brooks, 3.2 million fans, famous for edgy stunts. If you think riders are decent folks, hit subscribe on this channel to back us up." He went on scanning. Past clips feature shoving a street dweller into oncoming cars and ruining a child's party treat. "Those pulled in tons of watches," Tyler boasted. "This one's set to bring you tons of trouble," Razor vowed, flexing his joints. Tyler attempted to flee. He got 3 paces before Hammer tackled him down with an arm. "My gear!" Tyler yelled. "That's a 10 grand setup." "Now it's 10 grand junk," Tank replied, smashing it beneath his shoe. Tyler fumbled for his phone desperately. "I'm dialing the authorities." "This is Battery." "Do it," Tank responded steadily. "Tell them how you battered an 81-year-old handicapped ex-soldier on video." That's when an incredible moment unfolded. Chuck approached where Tyler lay. "Kid, do you realize who I visit this memorial for?" Tyler shook his head in fear. "Corporal Tyler James Patterson," Chuck stated. "My closest buddy who perished shielding me." Chuck's words gained strength. "He was 22, your exact age, when he dove onto an explosive to save our unit." The riders remained quiet out of respect. "His final message was for me to lead a worthwhile existence for us both," Chuck went on. "And I've strived to do that daily for half a century." Tyler avoided his gaze. "You carry his given name, but lack his integrity," Chuck noted with sorrow. "He gave his life for purpose, while you exist for empty attention." "I'm regretful," Tyler whispered. "No, you're not," Chuck replied. "You're merely frightened of these riders." He was correct. Tyler only felt bad about being nabbed. Chuck regarded Tyler with compassion, not rage. "Boy, I've faced experts aiming to kill me, so your weak hit means nothing. But what stings," Chuck added, "is how you embody all we battled against." "How so?" Tyler inquired softly. "Tyrants who target the vulnerable," Chuck clarified. "Individuals who delight in causing suffering." He met Tyler's eyes. "You struck an elderly person for amusement, which puts you below my captors." Tank moved closer. Here's the deal, social media kid. He raised Tyler's device. You'll remove every clip where you harmed or shamed anyone. That's nearly half my stuff, Tyler complained. Then get to wiping, Razor instructed. Tyler's digits quivered as he erased file after file. My livelihood is over, Tyler whined. Your livelihood relied on injuring others, Snake pointed out. That's not work. It's malice, but the writers had more in store. Now create a fresh clip, Tank directed, expressing regret to Chuck and all your victims. No chance, Tyler declined. Hammer hoisted Tyler up single-handedly. Care to rethink? Tyler changed his mind at once. He produced the clip on the spot, confessing his actions and saying sorry to Chuck. But Chuck astonished all with his following words. I pardon you, Chuck declared plainly. What? Tyler exclaimed in surprise. I've witnessed enough true brutality to release resentment, Chuck elaborated. Yet pardon doesn't erase repercussions. Tank grinned ominously. On the topic of repercussions, he placed a call. Chief, we've got a guy who battered a senior vet on tape. Soon after, officers showed up. Tyler faced charges for battery and mistreatment of the elderly. But prior to the cops hauling Tyler off, Chuck added one final comment. Kid, you aimed for viral fame? Chuck questioned. You'll soon be notorious for the worst causes. He was spot on. In mere hours, the tale spread wildly online. TikTok star attacks Vietnam vet topped the trends. Tyler's leftover audience ditched him massively. Brands canceled partnerships. His luxury car got seized after the rental firm caught the report. Yet something positive emerged as well. Chuck's account gained traction for positive motives. Folks discovered he'd received 3 Purple Hearts and a Silver Star from Vietnam. They found out he came to that memorial annually to pay tribute to lost comrades. Contributions flooded in for Chuck from appreciative citizens. More than 200,000 collected in 3 days. Chuck gave it all to aid unhoused vets. The Iron Eagles inducted Chuck as an esteemed associate. They presented him a jacket bearing emblems for Vietnam service and guarded by the Iron Eagles. Each Veterans Day thereafter, Chuck joins their rides, not astride his own machine, but in a custom attachment they crafted for him. Tyler served 90 days behind bars and 2 years on supervision. I'm around solely thanks to riders. Remember to like and subscribe here. His TikTok profile got shut down forever. Word is he took a job flipping burgers. But the narrative continues. Half a year on, Chuck was back at the memorial when a figure neared. It was Tyler, appearing transformed. No fancy outfits, no equipment, just sincere regret. Mr. Norris, Tyler murmured. I came to offer a real apology this round. Chuck eyed him thoughtfully. Why at this moment? Because in lockup I spoke with my roommate's grandpa, Tyler described. He shared what you all endured in Vietnam. Tyler produced a packet. I've juggled 3 gigs to gather this. It held $5,000 in bills. It's toward the fund for vets without homes, Tyler mentioned. Not a lot, but it's beginning. Chuck's gaze softened. This holds greater worth than you realize. How come? Tyler wondered. As it demonstrates progress, Chuck responded. My pal Tyler Patterson would endorse it. Tyler wept openly. For the initial time, he grasped the significance of that shared name. Would you share about him? Tyler requested. The other Tyler? Chuck grinned and settled on a seat. Over the following couple hours, he recounted tales of Corporal Tyler Patterson, touching on bravery, selflessness, and camaraderie. Once done, Tyler vowed, I'll aim to uphold his legacy better. That's the best effort possible, Chuck affirmed. Tank and the Iron Eagles continue safeguarding Chuck at gatherings. They've launched an effort educating youth on valuing vets. They named it the Tyler Patterson Respect Project after the brave one, not the misguided. Tyler Brooks now helps out in the effort. He shares his experience as a caution about pursuing notoriety over virtue. He wraps up consistently with the same phrase, I hit a legend and karma hit back. The recording of his remorse remains available, not for popularity, but for its message. Dignity isn't material, integrity isn't for clicks, and legends merit admiration, not mockery. Chuck Norris is 84 today. His grip wavers further. His steps are steadier. But at that memorial barrier, 40 riders flank him because they understand what Tyler Brooks discovered painfully. You avoid troubling vets. You steer clear of belittling devotion. And you certainly skip striking a seasoned fighter before his allies. The Fellowship remembers. They don't pardon quickly. But when they do, it transforms existences. Remember, riders still commit to defending those who defended us. So never harass a vet, particularly around riders. If you see riders as upright individuals, subscribe here and demonstrate your backing.